matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out. It's strong. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Early in the season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Looking for a receiver. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
He's going to take off here. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Design quarterback run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff booted out of bounds. The offense will start now from the 40. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Now, it wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. Offense operating from the pistol. Play action here on first down. First play taking a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Now takes a hit, but lets it fly. Caught inside the red zone and still running. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Gives it to the back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Out of the gun now on third down. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's strong. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Possession. Very efficient and precise. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Hit as he released it. Finds the receiver wide open. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You know, you might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense picks it up on the run. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Auburn. A scoop and score. And this place is going crazy.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out and gets him a touchdown.
Bring it out. It's strong. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Past the 30. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Here's the toss play now, running left. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
clock is running. Last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Now he's stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now the point after attempt to tie this game up heading to the break. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he fields it inside the 15. Should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. In the clear at the 25. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up an important third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
With third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
It's fourth down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. fielded in the end zone. It's strong. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught quickly. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking to throw it on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They make the stop, but it'll be first and 10 now from the 18.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Longhorns starting a new series here on first and 10. Looking for 6. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Longhorns come to the line with first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. They're getting wrapped up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Pcen in their last possession. He keeps it on the design run. Here he goes. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Ball handed off. He breaks free. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn is enjoying. This guy's looking good.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So second down after the incompletion. The back's got it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The clock is stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They'll stop it short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries to get it to the running back. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's strong. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's strong. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, almost intercepted. Big guy would love to have that one back. Couldn't quite hold on.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
First play of the drive now set up at the 27. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Boom. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's the day. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. The sure hands. It's Gaudet. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And completion makes it second and short. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Keeping it on the ground here. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a man. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he moved the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught by the receiver. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. The gain is 4, so it's second and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
On first down, it's play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got a receiver wide open here. Touchdown, Tigers. That's how you finish a play. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's strong. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Texas offense comes back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right. This one caught. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
On the move, looking deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to throw yet again. On the move now. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And here's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. He had all day back there before throwing the strike.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab by the receiver. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, snot the ball to 44.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for a man deep down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Gaudet. Finding some room with the 25. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. Here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner trying to create good field position. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. A deep shot to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fires it to the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Finds an open target on the left side. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. The pass rush closing in. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a target, and it's complete.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He fires downfield. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it with room to run. And they keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Grinding away with the running game. Breaks into open space. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Bringing it out. It's Strong. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5.
Okay, ready?
Movement at the second level of the defense now.
29 Philly.
And the back now goes in motion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pocket breaking down. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game. But they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Moves out of the pocket. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the extra point was up and good. Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. So this game is not over yet. Score just got a little bit tighter. How will they play it? How aggressive on the play call? He's in the clear. At the 10, all the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Automatic on the PAT.
52.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as...
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And sack sets up 2nd down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On the run here. Lets it go. He pulls in the catch. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. A deep shot to the right. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Well, this is a stunner. It's a football team that walked in here with that number 1 attached to their name, and they got humbled today. Just blasted.
I love that you said walked into this game, because that's how they played throughout the entire football game, and they got embarrassed. This was a statement today by this winning team, and really a declaration to the entire college football world.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Perot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The gun to give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now on the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Here's a heat. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down, and makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 20. Is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it, fired complete. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going.
too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. The inside handoff. There he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Oh, better look out! He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
25 on the play.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Snap it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Or did he find a hole in the defense? The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his man. It's long. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
At the 20. 1st down for the offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Timeout, Missouri.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Missouri wants to go fast. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Right down the boulevard. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He makes the catch. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this...
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Pick off! What a play by this defense! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The offense will come onto the field again. They'll try it over the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Tiger! They take the lead with the 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Brown. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Banner.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Try to barge their way in. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. back to pass on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, you got to have that clock in your head, man. You get inside the 5-yard line, you better get rid of the ball. You better see it and throw it. He does a bad job holding on to the football. The defense makes the sack and puts him in 3rd and long.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tiger. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Yeah, and that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 10 over North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, go add some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Come on, set.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.